lost on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Lee. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. The play-action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Williams. Here's the pressure. Grab near the marker, it's Simpson. He's loose down the left side. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. The give is to Miller. Runs through a tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They pick up 10 and give him a first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama. Doesn't it always seem...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Haas. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Bringing the heat. And the sack. All the way back at the 5. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
It's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle, and with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's throwing interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks the tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Fires left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's effective. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, and makes the big mistake.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
To the air, it's Simmons. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down. Extending the play. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. One more snap coming before halftime. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They go to the ground. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
To the air, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Lee. Knocked off his feet. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Miller with the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown! touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's loose. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. Finds a seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Gets it out quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The Bucs offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. A sack, first down, just thrown it in completion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Rebels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Simpson. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. Oh, out of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wallace. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This one's complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Unloads to the wide out. Complete to the right. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Come on, set. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires to the wide out. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the direct snap, it's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. And some room to work. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The sure hands, it's Taylor. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
A really good job on the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Diggs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is the play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Get ready. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Number 94, set to kick this one away.
The fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, obviously this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead.
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll go to the ground. There he goes.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to pass, it's Simmons. And he throws another interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.